In a small village surrounded by dense forests, there was an old legend that told of an abandoned house on the outskirts of the village. It was said that this house was haunted by evil spirits, and that anyone who dared to enter it would never return. The mysterious lights and screams heard in the distance were terrorizing the hearts of the residents. One day, a group of enterprising young men decided to verify the truth of this legend. They were four: Ali, Wissam, Nada, and Sarah. They were excited to explore the house and find out the truth for themselves. It was nightfall when they reached the abandoned house. It was cold and the place was covered in fog, adding to the atmosphere of terror and mystery. When they opened the rusty door, the smell of mold and dampness wafted out. They entered the house carefully, carrying flashlights. The floors creaked woodenly under their feet, and the walls were covered in spider webs. At first, they only found old and neglected furniture, but they began to hear strange whispers and muffled laughter. Suddenly, the lights mysteriously went out, and they found themselves in complete darkness. The doors began to close and open on their own, and objects began to move around the room without anyone touching them. Fear began to creep into their hearts, but they tried to remain calm. They decided to go upstairs to explore more. There, they found a tightly sealed room. When they opened it, they found an old diary dating back a century. The diary was about a family who lived in the house that experienced a terrible tragedy. The family members were brutally murdered, and their angry spirits were said to still devour anyone who dared to enter the house. As they were reading the diaries, spirits began to appear before them as faint ghosts. The doors and windows began to slam shut, and the sounds began to become louder and louder. The ghosts began to approach them, and it seemed that they had no escape. Suddenly, they felt extremely cold, and their bodies froze in fear. They tried to escape, but the spirits were surrounding them from every side. At the last moment, Nada remembered a spell she had read in an old diary. She began repeating the incantation loudly, and with every word the spirits retreated. After terrifying minutes, the ghosts completely disappeared, and calm returned to the house. The young men ran out of the house quickly, never looking back. When they returned to the village, they told everyone what had happened, and swore never to return to that terrifying place again. This experience left a deep impact on their souls, and they learned that some secrets must remain buried in darkness,